Good morning to you all. Hey, happy Friday. I know I'm a little late this morning, but mornings just have gone like that, which is what I want to bring to you all today about creating shortcuts for your life and when shit gets off rail. So, I am Jessica Ryder. I am with Sage Root, and the whole mission behind Sage Root is to bring to you those life lessons that most of us probably should have learned and we haven't. So, what interruptions this morning. So anyway, what I am bringing to you all are just, kind of like that big sister approach. Like, hey, y'all should have learned this and you didn't. So let's teach you. And so you can live a more purposeful life for you. So here we go. How to create shortcuts for life. We've talked all week about creating habits, right? Creating habits for your food, creating habits for your workouts, creating habits for how you treat other people, how you give back, opening the door, paying for somebody's coffee, like all those little things add up to shortcuts to life. Now, let me share this with you. The last 2 days have run me instead of me running the day, right? And so what that means is my schedule has ran the day instead of me running my schedule. So when I started to look at and I realize and recognize when those kind of things happen. So that's step number 1 is recognize when that happens. And then step number 2 is to sit back and go, okay, what habits was I not doing that allowed that to happen? And so one of the things I sat back and looked at is, hey, first and foremost, yes, I got up and I did my morning routine, but I got a little lax with it. Like I read a little bit longer than what I should have, which you don't think is a bad thing, but then it throws the rest of the day off because then I get down to the gym later, then my workouts later, then I'm getting ready in the morning later. It throws everything off. Also, I didn't stick to my time blocking the last 2 days, which is another habit that I've created that when it works and when I do it correctly, it makes the day go by so much better because I'm sticking to this, I'm sticking to these times, and I'm working it out. So those are things that I have to step back and go, okay, the day is running me. I'm not running the day. What am I not doing? Right? And so looking at next week now, because guess what? We're just going to make next week even better. So when I'm looking at next week, I'm going, okay, I have to time block. I am going to be out of town all week working from our camper. So it's going to be like, okay, I still need to get up at the right time. I still need to get my morning routine in. I still need to do several things throughout the day. So it's just time blocking those days. But then also need to make sure that I am recharging myself and getting into nature and doing those things that the whole purpose of time being away is what it's supposed to be. So those are the little habits. Like I have to the habit of going back to time blocking, I have to go back to. So you can slip off your habits. It happens. Life happens. Like it's 9:45. I wanted to do this at 9. Life has happened this morning. Business has happened. The world has happened. And I just adjust and move on. But then I look at next week and go, okay, back to those habits that I know work, back to those shortcuts that I know work, back to being sane when I am time blocking correctly. So again, all this week we talked habits, putting those habits in place now to get to your future self, to get to that person that you want to be, and getting there a heck of a lot faster. And habits are the way to do it. Habits are the way to create those shortcuts. So what habits can you think about this weekend that you want to implement next week? And what can you start implementing now? What habits can you implement around food? What habits can you implement around working out? What habits can you implement around your schedule? What habits can you implement around giving back to the world? Start doing those things now. All right, y'all. That's it. I got to get going. I have to get to the grocery store. I got to get food. So I have food while I'm away next week. And I got to get this house cleaned up. So, and there's some work in there too. So you all have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Enjoy the day.